The Philadelphia Eagles were the Super Bowl runner-up this past season, and they have maybe the best team in my custom rosters. But ever since I did the last one of these, y'all have been asking me to bring it back. So today we're going to be throwing all this talent away, and we're going to be doing an extreme rebuild. But if you don't already know, I'll explain to you what an extreme rebuild is in just a second. But super quick, we did very well with the like goal on the last video, so thank you all so much for that. Let's see if we can get to 1,500 likes on this video. And if we can hit that, I'll do another one of these extreme rebuilds with another very good roster. Plus, imagine if everyone that watched this liked the video, we would be at like over 10,000 likes. It would be ridiculous. So just take that like 2 seconds. It helps YouTube know that people enjoy these videos. It really does help a ton, and I would appreciate it very much. And we are super close to 9,500 subscribers at the time of recording this. We might even be at it by the time this video goes up. And y'all know what comes after 9,500. We're almost at the big 10K. So thank you all so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Once we hit that, I'll have a special video. I'm trying to do a special video for like every sub goal. Very big one at 10K. So if you want to be an OG of the channel while you still can be one, the time is very much running out, almost to 10K. Be sure to subscribe because all I post are banger rebuilds, just like this one. But I'll shut up and stop plugging now. These are low-key my favorite types of rebuilds to do, so I am super excited to get into this. So without further ado, let me give a super quick breakdown of what an extreme rebuild is for the people that didn't see the last one I did. So the extreme rebuild is something that I might have come up with. Someone might have done it before and called it something else. I don't know. It's really not that deep, but it is super fun. We have to trade every single original player on this team. The fans of these teams might not enjoy it, but it's fun, and it's Madden, so who cares? And after I trade everyone, I just have to treat it like a normal rebuild pretty much, just with a crazy amount of draft picks and maybe some good players that we can get from trades. Now, I shouldn't have said every player on this team, only the players with at least like yellow interest. So I'm not going to be trading like Brett Toth out here or something, unless there is a team interested in the legend of Brett Toth. I don't know. So this team is going to be looking very different when we are done. Let me know down below what team you would want me to do next for this. But without further ado, I'm just going to show me trading the top players, which there are a lot of good ones, so I might show quite a few trades. But let's get into these trades. It's going to be chaotic, we'll say that. Okay, so with the first trade, I'm a little surprised we couldn't get at least a little more value for Jalen Hurts. I mean, 2 firsts is good, but like how many did Deshaun Watson go for? I mean, Deshaun Watson was like a borderline top 5 QB when he got traded, but still was in a legal situation at the time. Like, I don't know. I think Jalen Hurts should be worth a little more, but at least we get 2 firsts. He's going to the Falcons. The Falcons would be terrifying if they had a proven QB, so they get that. I'm honestly an Arthur Smith believer. That team would be disgusting, but we do manage to get 2 first-round picks for Jalen Hurts. We're going to be doing something the Packers would never even dream of doing in real life, and that is trading for a good receiver. We're getting 2 first-round picks and a third for A.J. Brown. They get their #1 receiver as soon as Aaron Rodgers leaves, which wouldn't surprise me if the Packers did that. The Packers haven't had an amazing receiver since Davante Adams left, but they're going to be getting that back here. All right, well, I don't know why the Cardinals would be interested in trading for an old corner with the current state their roster's in, but I guess former Eagle. Obviously, they have Jonathan Gannon. It's not a realistic rebuild. Who cares? But we get 2 first-round picks and a third for an aging corner. In my opinion, like a borderline top 3 corner. But again, it's not a realistic rebuild, so we're getting a lot of value for an aging corner. We'll take it. Okay, we've been getting 2 first-round picks in every single trade. We're going to be trading Lane Johnson, one of the best tackles in the NFL, to the Dolphins to essentially be their left tackle. I mean, he's their right tackle, but Tua's a lefty, so that's his blind side. He's pretty much going to be their left tackle. And now with Lane Johnson and Teron Armstead, that might be the best tackle duo of all time. But we are getting a lot of value for these top players. We are getting so much draft capital for these top players. It is insane. We're getting another 2 first-round picks and a second from the Titans for Jason Kelce. So the Titans now have the best center in the NFL. And last trade I'm going to show here just so this isn't so lengthy, but we're going to be trading Hassan Reddick to the Lions for a 1 and a 2. I thought we could get more value, but that is still good value. Hopefully that's not the last pick in the first round like it's projected to be, but I don't think it will be. So with that, I'll get the rest of these trades done, and we'll see how the team is looking after completely destroying it. So this team is absolutely terrible now at a 66 overall. What happened in the last one of these I did is we had like a 73, 74 overall team and we made the playoffs at 10 and 7 or something like that. I don't want that to happen. Maybe being an even lower overall will make us do even better. I hope not, but it wouldn't surprise me knowing how Madden simulation works. But believe it or not, I don't want to make the playoffs with a absolutely terrible team, because it would just be depressing how bad simulation is in this game. The team's like rancid though. This is bad. I did sign Teddy Bridgewater. We traded for Cam Akers, which I don't even know if that's gonna matter at all. I traded for a lot less players in this one. I just wanna suck year 1 and hopefully get some really good picks. So that's all there is to say about the team here. Let's get to the midseason point of year 1. And I can't wait to see the fact that we're gonna be 5 and 2. It's gonna be great. Okay, at the mid-season point, we are 0 and 6, thankfully. Good lord. Also, wait, am I like crazy, or does the Steelers logo normally have like a white stroke around it? It looks cursed to me. I don't know why. Just chilling right there. But either way, we have some re-signings to make. I don't know if there's going to be anybody important. Probably not. The only player on our team that I see as a part of our future plans is maybe Cam Akers, but even then, he might just suck. I don't know. I guess we'll re-sign Perry and Winfrey, even though I think he just like had a domestic issue or something, so maybe that's not great. I don't know. It's Madden, who cares? But with that, let's get to the end of year 2. There really was not much to do here. Maybe we can go 0 and 17. That would be kind of funny. Why did I say that like such a robot? That would be kind of funny. Okay, I don't know if we deserve to get any wins, but we have 2 of them. Who did we beat? The Titans and the Bears. Okay, neither of them have like the best rosters in the world, but like, I don't know about that. Do we even have our original first-round pick? I hope so. Okay, yeah, and it's the number 1 overall pick. We actually have good picks. The problem with the last one is all of our picks were like this. We do have a lot of late firsts, but we just have so many that we just happen to have a few early ones. So we'll take it. I guess we'll check out the stats real quick. Not that it really matters unless somebody here went crazy. Teddy Bridgewater wasn't amazing, but like, I can't blame him at all. Cam Akers was actually really good. 1,100 yards, 4.7 yards per carry. Behind this kind of an offensive line is insane. 9 touchdowns for him. We'll definitely rock with him for another year. Zacchaeus with 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Watkins with 900 yards and 9 touchdowns. Even Greg Ward was solid. Dalton Keene was even decent. But yeah, the line sucked like I showed. It wasn't as bad, ironically, as other ones I've had. I bet we can find like a top NFL tackle that did worse than Dennis Kelly. Teron Armstead allowed 14 sacks. Penei Sewell, Taylor Decker. Oh god. Simulation in this game is great. Nothing wrong with it. It's not flawed at all. Jeremiah Gamel led our team in tackles with 143. Tackles for loss, 16 from Jason Strobridge, 14 from Perry and Winfrey, 13 for Kentavious Street, and sacks, 6 from Janarius Robinson. I don't know why I just said Robin, and that's about it. Quinterio Cole had a good year though. 100 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks a pick. And then interceptions, 2 for Keely Ringo, and then 1 for a few players. Also, I was surprised nobody was interested in Ringo. Maybe because I didn't give him a dev trait. Maybe I could have. I don't know. We'll just go super quick through these. What is this top 5? Jimmy Garoppolo, CJ Stroud up there, Trey Lance up there, Baker Mayfield up there. Good lord, dude. Why? Offensive player of the year goes to the white boy Cooper Kupp. Haven't said that in a while. No Eagles up here. I saw KJ Osborne. Whatever. Defensive player of the year goes to Aaron Donald. Hassan Reddick up there on the Lions. No Eagles Eagles up here. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Bijan. No Eagles. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to not a rookie. It goes to... I love when the game just cuts their draft picks. Miles Murphy on the Cardinals at number... basically wins Defensive Rookie of the Year because Thibodeau isn't a rookie anymore. But you can't change him away from a rookie because this game sucks. Gamel up there at number 4. Not a rookie anymore. Bad game. Quinterio Cole up there. Not a rookie anymore. Bad game. Plus ratio. But that's all for us to do this year, so let's get into the offseason, and this is where we're going to start actually upgrading this team. I hope. Okay, well, in the Super Bowl, the 49ers take down the Bills 28-23. We somehow have a struggling QB scenario. Don't know how that happens because it is the off season right now. What's this gonna do? Let's start Ian Book for the off season. I don't know. Get 300 plus passing yards with Ian Book for a permanent ratings boost. I hate to break it to you, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna get the opportunity for 300 plus passing yards. This game is super well made, by the way. Nothing wrong with it. But for re-signings, we cannot re-sign anybody because we have negative 24 mil from all the penalties from trading players and the draft picks, but I don't really want any of these players back, to be fair. I did clear the cap penalties. Maybe that's cheesing it, but like, it wouldn't exactly be fun to just have another year of a shit team. So we might try to do some stuff in free agency. We'll see. But we're not doing much here in free agency. We're going to go for Jabril Peppers, Leighton Vander Esch, Mike Hughes, Jordan Love, and we're going to try to bring Jeremiah Gamel back because he was pretty good. Did get a dev trait. Probably won't matter, but he's not expensive. So let's see if any of these players sign. Everybody signs except Jordan Love, and we do end up getting all 4 of them. And does Jordan Love want to sign? Okay, he does. Beautiful. So is it the most important free agent class ever? Definitely not, but these guys could be here for the end of the rebuild. We'll see. But let's get to the draft. But here in the draft, we of course have the number 1 overall pick and the number 3 pick and the number 4 pick and the number 6 pick and like over half of the first round picks. It's great. What isn't great is this quarterback class. There is nobody good. I guess the best one is Walter Heller, but he's 23. The only reason I like him more is because he's a scheme fit, but I don't know. We'll see what we want to do there. With the number 1 pick, we might go with this tackle. He doesn't look amazing though, and he does have... Dude, this dude's totally gonna have normal dev, but he looks okay. I mean, we have so many picks. It doesn't really matter if we throw some away. We'll still get a decent player, I think. Dylan McCain though, out of Clemson, only 21 years old. Gonna have normal dev, but still should be a like 74, 75 overall, so let's take him. And yes, he does have normal dev, but he'll probably be a 74-ish overall. We'll see. The problem is all these top guys don't look that good. Well, this guy does have quite a few A's. I don't want to spend too much time doing this because this could take forever. Let's go with Joey Langford. Good pass rusher out of Oregon State. What's his injury rating? A to C? He might have a hidden dev. We'll see. Another normal. Cool. Do I just suck at drafting, or are these all just bad players? I don't know. Okay, Derek McLean. Another pass rusher. He doesn't look that good. His play rec is bad. His injury is bad. He's going to be a 99 overall superstar X Factor because we're not going to take him. Let's go with Peter Trainer. I'll train your dad's Peter. What? I don't know. He looks pretty good. A finesse moves, a tackle, maybe bad injury. Can't wait for back-to-back-to-back normal devs. It's gonna be great. Yep, there it is. Cool. Awesome. I hate this game. At least I'm aware that they're gonna be normal devs, but like, come on, bruh. Dante Bush looks pretty good. Oh god, he's another low injury player. He's gonna be another normal dev. I can't keep doing this. But he has really good strength, good enough speed, I guess. He's gonna be like a 73 with normal, but I'm hoping he'll go up at defensive tackle. Fuck me, thankfully. We finally get a hidden dev. Okay, good lord. And after that, we do not pick again until number 21. All the QBs are still available. I think we're gonna go with Alani Branson though. He looks pretty good. He's a low injury player. He's gonna have normal dev. At this point, I just want to do it for the bit. He's really terrible play rec too, and his coverage isn't that good for his own safety. This guy is a walking red flag, but we're gonna take him because that's funny, and he has has normal dev. Ooh, this guy skipped the combine in his pro day, must have been hurt. Does that mean low injury? Hell yeah, it does, baby. F injury. Can't wait to see that normal dev. Let's go. His name's Chad, and he's from Washington State. Let's go. Amazing pick, if you ask me. I don't know why I'm throwing this draft away. It's kind of funny, though. I think we're getting good overall players, though. At least I hope. God, I hope. Tevin Petz looks pretty good. Low injury? Maybe not. This guy could have a dev trait. I hate how, like, equal bad injury rating is to normal dev. Like, it shouldn't be a straight up one-to-one thing. Like, it should be a little more random than it is. But either way, Tevin Pettis looks pretty good. He does have hidden dev because guess what? He didn't have a bad injury rating. That's so weird, dude. Alright, now that we've filled our team with normal dev players, there isn't anyone else that looks amazing. Carl Brown looks okay. He had a decent combine, but guess what? C to F injury. Is every player here gonna be normal dev? Like, the ones that look even decent are all normal dev. I don't understand. But Carl Brown, can't wait to see that brown little symbol there, that bronze symbol. Okay, no, we finally get a player with a bad injury rating that does not have normal. Good lord. Okay, and I guess I'm just gonna draft whatever QB doesn't have a bad injury rating. Heller has a B injury rating. LaPierre has D, yeah, fuck that. And Casper has A, and I was thinking about taking him anyways because he is only 21, and I don't want to have to pronounce LaPierre for the entire rebuild, so we're not going to do that. We're going to go with Calum Casper out of Northern Iowa. This dude's going to be a 42 overall. I can't wait. Normal dev. Fuck me, dude. Let's just take another QB, or should we just wait for next year? That might be the play, to just wait for next year and hope we can get a better QB, because this QB class was terrible. Clearly, because none of them went where they should have. Edward Whiting, are you good? Your coverage is bad, but oh god, C to F injury. Wonder what his dev trait is. Normal dev, who would have guessed? I'm losing my mind. Okay, I'm gonna make one last pick that I'm gonna record, and then I'll just take like maybe the second round, and then I'll simulate the rest of the draft out because it's a lot of picks. Actually, I don't even know how many more picks we have after the second round. I traded up a lot of them, so we'll see. Let's go with Will Nicholson. He has the highest bench press number. Is he gonna be good? Probably not, but our interior offensive line is vile, so Will Nicholson is gonna be the pick. Finally, we get another hidden dev. Good lord. So I'm gonna make some more picks, and I'll see y'all for the draft recap. Hopefully it's better than I think it's gonna be. Okay, so we had a pretty good draft, all things considered. I mean, obviously no dev traits, barely, but we of course expected that. Dylan McCain, I did call his overall. I said 74, 75. He is a 75 with normal, like I said. I am a gamer, what can I say? Langford's a 76, Trainer's a 76, Bush is a 75. Our best player, I think, was Alani Branson at a 77. We did have some pretty good picks, though. Also, I did take LaPierre, and unfortunately, we're gonna end up starting him out of James Madison. Has there ever been a good James Madison quarterback? I don't know, but he does have hidden dev, so he is the right option. Maybe he'll suck and we'll just draft another QB, which is low-key what I hope happens because I don't want to have to pronounce his name, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, we had a decent draft. The last pick I took was Jimmy Carter, a fun name, I guess. I didn't realize there was only one more pick, so I could have just taken another pick, but I didn't. So yeah, I mean, we didn't really have any terrible whiffs other than obviously the dev traits. I guess our worst pick was Ed Perkins, but even then he has a hidden dev, so it'll be fine. So I'm happy with how this went, even though we got kind of screwed. But I guess we didn't really get screwed because I knew what was happening, but still, it was a pretty good draft. But here's a look at the team heading into year number 2 of the rebuild. We're obviously going to go with LaPierre at QB. Doesn't look like his face. He has like black hair there. Right there, he looks like a serial killer or something. He looks terrifying. But either way, hopefully he can turn into a good player. In a weird way, I hope he doesn't, because I don't want to keep saying his name, because I don't know how to pronounce it right. But the offense is looking pretty good. I mean, we have a 75 overall team, which probably isn't the worst in the NFL, which is absurd considering we just traded everyone away, obviously. So yeah, the offensive line is good other than center, but Perkins has hidden, so I mean, he he could become good. And then here is the defense. I wish our pass rushers had at least star, but maybe one of them can break out. We'll see. For hitting on so many normal devs, we do have a lot of hidden in terms of our starters, at least. And Branson and Jabril Peppers could be a good safety duo by the end of this. Really, I would say what we're lacking is maybe like a number one corner unless Pettis can become that, and like a number one receiver unless either Brown or Washington can become that. So I don't know. I'm feeling good about this. So now that I said all that, I can't wait to be 0-7 again at the midseason. But speaking of that, let's get to the midseason point of year 2, and hopefully we can do at least decently well. Okay, well, I don't want to say I called it because I was joking when I said it, but we're 0-7 at the midseason point of year 2. How the hell are we worse than last year? No, I guess we had 0 wins at the midseason of last year, but I guess also we only had 6 losses there. We have 7 now, so I guess we're technically worse. Technically, we have some upgrades. Hopefully that'll help. But yeah, this season is cooked. The best we could possibly do is make the wild card, but we would have to win out pretty much. So let's check if there are any players we have to re-sign. Maybe Cam Akers. Yeah, it is Cam Akers. Quez Watkins we can upgrade. And then it's just a lot of backups, it looks like. So let's re-sign Cam Akers. Obviously was very good last year. Probably not as good this year, I'm guessing. But also the team sucked last year and he still did well. So I don't know. 6 years, 40.8 mil. He accepts it. Beautiful. And then everyone else, like I said, I mean, they're just backups. I'd rather, just draft replacements for them than pay them. So with that, let's get to the end of year 2, and hopefully we either have the number 1 overall pick or magically make the playoffs. I just hope we don't finish something like 8-9, but now that I said that, we probably will. So we'll see. Okay, well, we finished the exact same we did last year. We finished 2-15, which I think that'll be good enough for the number 1 overall pick, so we'll take that. But we upgrade almost like 10 overall and stay the same record. We're the worst team in the NFL. Behind the Falcons of all teams, who didn't we give them Jalen Hurts? What the fuck happened? Oh god, okay, well, sucks to be them, I guess. But yeah, as I hoped for, we do have a decent amount of upgrades at least. Hopefully there's some good players in free agency. We're really banking on that. Holy fuck, that is the lowest amount of passing touchdowns I've ever had in Madden Simulation. 19 in a full season and only 3,500 yards? Where does 540 attempts rank in the NFL? That's not like that low. Well, it is close-ish to the bottom. I wonder if we need a new playbook or if the team just sucks. I don't know. It's hard to tell right now. Jalen Hurts was good. I don't know how the Falcons were so bad. Bryce Young with over 50 passing touchdowns, Dak with almost 50, Russ with 45, and Will Levis and Matthew Stafford and CJ Stroud up there. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Madden Simulation at all. Those are definitely all of the best quarterbacks in the league currently. There's nothing wrong with it at all, and everything is fine. And yeah, LaPierre had the least passing touchdowns for a starter in the NFL. Gardner Minshew had more, and apparently they started playing someone else, like 3/4 of the way through the year or something like that. That's great. At least I got my wish of needing a replacement at QB. Cam Akers was fine, 1,000 yards, 4.2 per carry, which is decent. Did have 3 fumbles though. Didn't have a 1,000-yard receiver, which is kind of surprising. Calvin Washington, I think he was our slot receiver with 926 yards, but yeah, not much in total. Blocking was horrific, as you would guess, even though we only upgraded the offensive line. That makes sense. Leighton Vander Esch led the team in tackles with 151. 3 players got over 100 tackles. Oh my god, our defense must have been on the field a lot. Peter Traynor with 31 tackles for loss, 26 for Dante Bush, 23 for Joey Langford, 15 for Parker Burnett, and sacks. Despite over 1,100 snaps, only got 8 sacks, but it's better than like the 2 I thought he would get. Peter Traynor with 7.5, not great, but it's fine. And not much outside of that. And then picks, 3 for Jabril Peppers, 2 for Hughes and Vander Esch, and then 1 for Keely Ringo. So definitely a very, very, very disappointing year. Bryce Young, of course, wins MVP in only his 2nd year. I mean, it's possible, but like there are much better QBs in the NFL currently that should be winning it, and they don't even come close. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Robert Woods. Okay, Cooper Kupp wins NFC Offensive Player of the Year. No Eagles up there, very unsurprisingly. Defensive Player of the Year goes to TJ Edwards. That's an interesting one. Peter Traynor at number 9, probably from the million tackles for loss. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Calvin Washington. Gabe LaPierre at number 2, even though he was ass. Carl Brown at 3. Chad Richardson, the tight end, at 5. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, of course, goes to Peter Traynor. Joey Langford at 2. Dante Bush at 3. Levi Lang, the linebacker. That's a lot of L's, which is fitting because we took a lot of L's this year. He's up there at number 9. Do we need a new offensive playbook, or is it just because the team is complete dog shit? I know we already have so many draft picks, but I might trade... Oh no, that's such a tough situation to be in. He has superstar dev. Oh fuck. What are his traits? He has throwaway, he has paranoid sense of pressure, which isn't great. Aggressive forcing passes, and he's predictable. That's not great. Traits do matter a decent amount in simulations, so like, it's not great. How about Casper? I mean, we haven't even given him a shot at all, obviously. Oblivious sense of pressure, that's not great. Ideal forcing passes, that's good. But undisciplined, predictable, he looks just as bad with a worse dev trait. But we'll figure something out in the offseason, so let's get there. And hopefully we can fix this team. Because remember, we still have a million first-round picks in the draft coming up. It's just we're very much lacking superstars. So in the Super Bowl, the Cowboys take down the Bills 45-21. The Bills lose like their millionth Super Bowl. We do have a couple upgrades here. So Peter Traynor, I'm guessing, got star dev from winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. Could have even gone up more because he had so many tackles for loss. Yeah, he did. Okay. He went up to superstar dev. You love to see that. I think he was our worst pass rusher. I think he had 7.5 sacks while our other guy had 8. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was the other way around. But either way, we'll take one of them getting superstar dev. And then Calvin Washington already had a dev trait, so he might have gone up to superstar. We should check our overall team's dev traits, though. Okay, yeah, he does go up to superstar because we already saw the QB had superstar dev. Okay, that's all the superstars for offense at least. And then defense, Bush has superstar. Rivers, I think he was our starting kick returner. He has superstar. I wish it was a player that was actually a starter, but fair enough. But yeah, no other superstars, but Van Der Esch does go up to X Factor and Jabril Peppers goes up to superstar dev, so we'll take it. Oh, and Langford went up to star dev. We'll take that too. So even though it wasn't a great year, it was a big year for DevUps. We'll take it. We'll take what we can get at this point. But then for re-signings, again, just like nobody here. I mean, it's all backups. We're chilling. So let's see what we can do in free agency. Okay, there definitely are some monster players in free agency. The problem is none of them are really interested in us. I mean, there's Nick Bosa, Josh Allen, old Micah Hyde, Kyle Duggar, Tua's here. Like, there are some good players for sure, but I don't know how easy it will be to convince them to sign with us. But we will try. I'll see what I can do. Let's try to get some good players, because we need it. Okay, we're going for a big free agent class because we need it. We're going for Nick Bosa to start it off, so that's a big start. Not that our pass rush was terrible last year, but I feel like some of the sack numbers were inflated from just being on the field so much, and even then the sack numbers weren't even that good. I mean, 8 was the most in like over 1,100 snaps. That's not good. So Nick Bosa should hopefully help that. We're also going to be going for Gabe Davis to be our number 1 receiver. We do have a lead for him. We are tied for the lead with Leonard Williams, or for Leonard Williams with the Bears. Obviously, we would bring him in and move him to defensive tackle. He should go up in overall, which would be cool. Jeff Okudah to be our number 1 corner, I'm pretty sure, which is a little depressing, but I mean, Jeff Okudah was a really high pick at one point for a reason, and he was decent last year, just is never healthy. So don't have to worry about injuries here. And then Isaiah Simmons, we just kind of need a third linebacker, so we'll go with Isaiah Simmons. That definitely works. I think he's going to be a safety this year in real life, so I should probably move him to safety in my rosters, but I just haven't done that for some reason. I don't know why. Which is where he should play, and I think he'll be a really good safety, actually. He cannot tackle. He should not be a linebacker. He should be a decent safety, though. But either way, let's see if we can sign any of these players. So they all sign, every single one of them, and we get... Aw, dude. Okay, we get Gabe Davis, we get Leonard Williams, we get the bottom 4. We don't get Nick Bosa, though, and that's obviously the major one that we wanted, so that kind of sucks. Where does he go? He does go to the Raiders, the other team that was interested in him. That's tough. I don't know what to do about that, because we need, do we need somebody? I mean, our players last year were okay, our defensive ends, but, like, I don't know. I mean, that's all we really can do for now if we want to go, unless we want to go, like, some other not great player, but that just wouldn't be an upgrade. We're in a tough situation. I thought we were looking good, but it's gonna be tough, especially because I don't even know what to draft. Probably like a center, maybe a tight end if there's a really good one, maybe a receiver, maybe a QB, but those are all just maybes. It all depends on who's available. So with that, let's get to the draft, and I really hope it doesn't suck, but we'll see. But of course, in the draft, we have the #1 overall pick. I guess that's our reward for being terrible. There is a decent quarterback available in, apparently I clicked too quick and it didn't show anybody. Ooh, almost threw up. That was epic. It is Brent Pauly. It's not Polly, it's 2 L's. I guess it could be. He looks all right. His deep accuracy sucks, and his throw on the run, and his throw under pressure. I don't know if I want to take him here, but we could. He's apparently aggressive and has a good spiral. His player notes are really good. There's such a big gap between our top 3 picks. We pick 1, 2, and then 13. DJ Townsend looks really good, though. Is he generational good? Maybe. Oh, he has a low injury. This is complete bait. This dude's gonna have normal dev, but also I feel like he's worth the risk, because he might not, but his ratings look so good. I don't want to take corner #1 overall, though. We're in kind of a weird position, because, I mean, we're not going to get a better pass rusher than we really have already, I don't think. Maybe. This guy looks pretty insane. Low injury, though. I don't trust it, but he does look really good. Townsend looks amazing, obviously. Holy shit. Keon Bridge looks really good. Who do we go with here? I think there is a chance that Townsend is a generational player, and for that chance, I kind of want to take him. I do. He's gonna have normal dev, and he's gonna be like a 75 overall, but there is a chance that he's an 80 plus with like superstar or higher, and I'm fine with taking that chance. Let's take DJ Townsend out of Boise State. Okay, he has normal dev, or no, not normal, hidden dev, good speed, good strength for a corner, really good agility, wearing LaShawn McCoy's number. He looks like a good player, we'll see. It's so weird to take a corner #1 overall, but we did it. To be fair, I'm surprised it's not more common, like, corner's really valuable, but you do you, NFL. I guess taking corner high is pretty risky because they get hurt a lot, and you could have a Jeff Okuda situation, but still. Do I want to take Brent Pauly here? I'm talking myself into it. He looks better than any of the quarterbacks that were available in the last draft, and we're either going to go with him or Isaiah Tomlinson does look really good. That combine is absurd, specifically his 40 and his bench press. His ratings are good. We're going to risk it. Let's go Isaiah Tomlinson, big and fast defensive lineman out of Ohio State, only 21 years old. Could have normal, I don't know, but his ratings look good, or his player notes look good, his ratings look good, his combine looks good. The injury might not be. I'm so focused on injury now, I don't know why, but it really does seem to matter. But let's take him. And he does have normal. I knew it. He looked too good to be true, and he was. But I don't see a world where he's a bad overall, so I think either way we got a decent player. And is the QB still available? No, he's not. Okay. So we're going to be sticking with LaPierre for at least another year, I guess? Oh my god, this guy's crazy. Defensive tackle is like our last need in the world. Like, that's probably the thing we're best with, but this guy looks so good. Oh my god. He does look really similar to the last guy, though, and we all know how that went. So maybe not. I get so, like, overwhelmed with the draft when I have this many picks. There are so many different routes we could go with. I just don't know what to do. Anthony Duval looks interesting. He's really strong, really big. He's really tall, but 326 for a lineman that is 6'8" isn't that heavy. That is heavy, obviously, but, like, I mean, players like Trent Brown are like 380 or something. I just have a hard time finding players that would be an upgrade at this point. LaMichael Colvin is interesting, but he's weak, so I don't know about him. Still could be decent because he looks good at everything else. I almost want to just simulate this out and see what the CPU can do, because I feel like I'm going to overthink it and take someone stupid. Chester Harold looks maybe the most well-rounded. He had a good combine, very good combine, actually. He has solid ratings, but guess what? Another low-injury player, and his power isn't that good. He's definitely more of a finesse player, but that's our scheme anyways, so that's fine. hidden? Let's take him. Fuck it. He does have hidden. Okay, 90 strength, 75 speed is crazy. Wearing number 69. We'll take it. The last thing we need is another corner. This guy does look really good, though. Ben Godfrey. Maybe we can play somebody at safety, because, yeah, this guy is really good. 17 bench reps at his pro day and ran a 4.38 at his pro day. Shout out Fetty Wap, I guess. Yeah, he looks good. Let's take him. Hidden dev, 94 speed. He looks really similar to the last guy we took, actually. Just the last guy was bigger and better, I think. And trust me, your mom knows a lot more about bigger and better when I'm around her. But that was a good pick. We'll take it. This dude is low-key an athletic freak at linebacker. Richard Bradley. I don't love the low pursuit linebackers. They always seem kind of not great, but his combine looks so good that I almost think it doesn't matter. Do we need linebacker? No. Is he a good player? Probably. So let's take him. Hidden dev, 90 speed, 79 strength. Good lord, this guy looks good. Should we go with the love child of Klay Thompson and Steph Curry? Sounds good to me. We might go with a player with an even better name in Dominic Cheeks. Really good strength. Was that listed as only solid? Oh no, great. Okay. His finesse is bad, but yeah, that is our scheme though. And he does have low injury, but I think he'll be a good overall regardless. So let's take him. He has hidden. He has naked ass arms. You love to see it. That feels like a good pick. I think he'll be a good player. I feel like I'm going to spend the majority of the time in this rebuild in the draft, but I guess that's the point of these anyways, to get a million draft picks and try not to fuck it up. I might go with like 2 tight ends here. Sam Patterson doesn't look that good, but he's ranked higher than the other tight end in this class. We don't like desperately need tight end, but the guy we have only has normal dev. He's only a 75 overall. This guy isn't a good blocker and he's not like amazing at anything. I guess his hands are good and he has good awareness and he's like decently fast. He had an okay combine. Sam Patterson looks decent. We'll take him. He has hidden at the very least, but we'll see if he's good. And then the guy I think might look better is Owen. Not even gonna try to pronounce that last name. He's a little faster. Well, is he better? He looks about as good. He actually looks really similar, but we'll take him here. He actually has normal dev. Okay, so he'll be probably our 3rd tight end, but that's a really good 3rd tight end to have. But I might just make the rest of these picks and then simulate the rest out. We've done pretty much like the majority of the interesting stuff we could do here. So I'll take some more picks, then sim the rest out, and I'll see y'all for a recap of how we did. Hopefully that corner's really good. We'll see though. Okay, even though this draft didn't feel amazing, our first pick definitely made it worth it. DJ Townsend is a 83 overall, an 83 overall. I would obviously like to see what his dev trait is. It'll get revealed eventually. What makes a player a generational player? Is there like a certain overall they have to be, or is it just if they're like an 80 something plus and they have superstar? I don't know. Or X Factor? Because I genuinely don't know. But other than that, I mean, we did pretty well. We literally got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the best 6 players in the draft. So I would consider that pretty good. These just haven't been the best draft classes, of course, outside of the first pick we got. But other than that, I mean, we did really well. I'm not going to click every player because that would take an eternity, but we definitely got some good players throughout the draft. This guy's actually better than I thought he would be. Derek Bagley, 75 overall hidden dev running back. We'll take that. I feel like running back should be a higher overall in this game because a lot of running backs come in and do really well as a rookie. The CPU did not do anything. I think our last pick was it Hilliard or was it Graham? It might have been Graham, and then I think I simulated it. So definitely a very good draft, but we'll see how much it helps this year. Okay, we're going to be trading Callum Casper for a 2nd round pick to the Dolphins. I can't wait to see him win MVP. It's going to be great, but he's our 3rd string QB right now. We're going to hope LaPierre can do better this year, of course, with that superstar dev. So we're just getting whatever value we can for a QB that just isn't really going to play a role for us ever in this rebuild. Okay, so Cam Akers mentored Derek Bagley, the running back we just took, and I went with the long-term development option. I thought it would be like star to superstar. No, superstar to superstar X Factor is now Derek Bagley's dev trait. That's kind of insane. We will absolutely take that, even though it probably doesn't matter. But here's a look at the team heading into year number 3. Hopefully we can have a winning record this year. I mean, the team isn't that bad anymore. We should probably change the playbooks because they seem kind of terrible low-key. Like, we've been dead last on both sides of the ball both years. We might have been like 31st in defense this last year. I don't know, still terrible. Not that we had a good team, but you know, it definitely could have been better. You know what? We might just do that now because I don't think these playbooks are good. I think I remember that. I think we're gonna do this for our playbooks. I'm pretty sure I remember the Bears defense being pretty good and the Chiefs offense is obviously good in this game and real life. So we'll try that. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, we're looking good. We're starting a good amount of rookies again this year. Not as many as last year, obviously, but still a good amount, quite a few. So with that, let's get to the midseason point of year 3 and hopefully we're doing a little better. Again, I can't wait to be 0-7 or something. Okay, well, we're still not much better at the midseason point of year number 3. We're 2-5, which I guess we have tied our win total for each of the last 2 years. But still, I thought we would be a little better than this. Our defense is all right. I mean, it's still not good, but we're 19th in points allowed. We're still the 28th offense, though. We have some re-signings, but like, oh, it's only 3. Oh, okay. I guess we can bring back Jake Elliott if he wants to take this, but he's not. Okay, he does take it. And then Trey Sermon and Mac Wilson, meh. So I wouldn't bank on it, but hopefully we can turn this season around, but it looks like we're going to be going to a year number 4 for sure. So with that, let's get to the end of year 3, and hopefully we just end up okay. I hope we don't suck again. I want to see that we can do something. Okay, well, we do not finish very good. We finish 5-12. Our offense is still terrible, even with the Chiefs playbook, so I guess it just sucks to suck. I don't know. Yeah, Gabe LaPierre was not very good. I mean, this would be fine for real life, but only 3,500 yards, 20. It's almost like we didn't even switch our playbook. This just looks the same pretty much. Interesting. Cam Akers, did he have this exact stat line? Or am I crazy? I don't know. This game's weird. Our tight end was our leading receiver with only 800 yards, Sam Patterson. Again, did we even switch our playbook? Our line was terrible. Who would have guessed? Isaiah Simmons had 165 tackles. We had 4 players with over 100. How many snaps? Oh my God. Almost 1,250 for Isaiah Simmons and Alani Branson. Oh God. Not that many tackles for loss compared to last year, though, but still a good amount. And then sacks, 8.5 for Langford, 7 for Dante Bush, only 5.5 for Leonard Williams and Isaiah Tomlinson as a rookie. Peter Traynor had 3.5 sacks in almost 800 snaps. That's not great. And then interceptions, 2 for Simmons, Leighton Vander Esch, DJ Townsend, who is obviously superstar X Factor, now up to an 88 overall. And then 2 for Okuda, and then 1 for a few players. So really disappointing year again. I'm wondering if I like closed out of the franchise after I like changed the playbook and it didn't save or something. But MVP goes to Josh Allen here. Jimmy G has become like Tom Brady or something here. Of course, Jalen Hurts up there, but no Eagles. I'm surprised we didn't see our QB from last year. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Saquon Barkley. That's different. Better than seeing Cooper Kupp every single goddamn time. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald, as per usual. Isaiah Simmons at number 4. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to J.D. Sanford of the Saints. Jeremy Smallwood, one of our receivers, at number 3. Relatable last name. Sam Patterson, our tight end, at number 4. I'm surprised he wasn't higher, but whatever. Our backup running back at number 7. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Allen Hayden of the Bears. DJ Townsend at number 2. Isaiah Tomlinson at 4. Richard Bradley at number 9. So, hold on, I do want to check though. Did it like not save our playbook changes, or do we just have terrible players on offense? Which one is it? Okay, no, we just have terrible players on offense. Cool. Well, with that, not much else for us to do here, so let's get into the off season. Also, just a fair warning, I don't know if there's going to be a video out this weekend because I'm going to be busy. If you want to see what I'm doing, I'm going to post like about it on my Instagram story and stuff. Go follow that, link in the description. I have one post over there, but I post on my stories sometimes, so be sure to follow it. I'm pretty sure there's a link in the description. That's a Super Bowl. The Titans kind of smack the 49ers 31-16. I don't know what I clicked, but I didn't mean to click. Oh, I clicked the scouting thing. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a Super Bowl of all time. I will say that. Jimmy Carter, let's go. But of course, for re-signings, there's really nobody here. I mean, we can find a better punter for sure. So hopefully there's some good players available in free agency. Not really, no. There are some decent players, but not as good as last year. There are a lot of, like, decent players, though, for sure. I mean, these are obviously good players in real life, but no, like, Nick Bosa's or, like, Tristan Wirfs, as there usually are. But there are some good players, so we'll see what we want to do. We have 69.6 mil to work with. Nice. Ooh, there's some solid QBs available, and QB play has been a problem for us. God, Trey Lance would definitely suck for us, but kind of intriguing, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he does have a crazy amount of offers, though. Should we go with a desperation Bill Cosby signing? I mean, we could. I don't know, though. Okay, so I guess these are the players we're gonna go for. It's gonna be DJ Moore, Mike Onwenu, Jalen Phillips, and Khalil Mack. We don't have, like, any great receivers, obviously, so DJ Moore would immediately be our number one. I feel like we could even make some trades because we have a lot of depth, obviously, especially at receiver, also at offensive line, but we don't have a great offensive lineman, so Mike Onwenu would be a big upgrade. The Texans are also very interested, and honestly, he'll probably go to the Texans, but hopefully we can get him. And we're also going for Jalen Phillips and Khalil Mack. Pass rush has been, it's been okay, but the most we've gotten is 8 sacks, and that's like in a million snaps because our offense has been so shit that our defense, they just turn it over immediately and our defense is back on the field. So we'll try to get 2 actually hopefully good pass rushers in this game. Both are good in real life, but will they be good here is a different story because we all know Madden hates realism. But let's see if we can sign any of these 4 players. Really? So Mike Onwenu is the only one to sign, and I bet he goes to the Texans. Yeah. So that really sucks, actually, because now we can't afford either of those guys. We'll have to decide on one. So we're having to overpay Khalil Mack a lot, and honestly, he's probably not going to sign with us regardless, but we can try, I guess. Okay, they both signed DJ Moore and Khalil Mack. Oh, we actually do get both, surprisingly. Okay, cool. We still have 32 mil to work with, though. We might as well spend it somewhere, if there is someone we can spend it on. But honestly, it doesn't look like it. So that's where a fun trade might come in. Okay, so we're trying to load up on weapons here. Obviously, we signed DJ Moore, and now we're going to be trading for Dallas Goedert. We're going to be trading Levi Lang, Jordan Love, and a second-round pick, which honestly, that kind of seems like a lot for an older tight end. I mean, he's 30 here. We're just going to bring Dallas Goedert back, though, pretty much. You know, there's no rule that we can't, like, retrade for players, so I don't even think we got this much value for him to begin with, but to be fair, it's not like we need either of those players. Maybe that pick's important, but I don't care. And honestly, we have like a million more players to trade. So we might just load up on picks and either go crazy trading for players or something. We'll see what we want to do. Okay, we're going to be trading Mike Hughes, Stapleton, the defensive tackle, and Peter Traynor, I think his name was, the guy that got Superstar Dev. He sucks. He had like 30 tackles for loss because he played so much, but he also had like 7 sacks. This year he had like 3.5. He's gone. He's out of here. We're getting a 2 and a 1 from the Cowboys. The 1 is next year. We're going to trade that for something else. But yeah, just those 3 players don't really do anything for us, especially now that we signed Khalil Mack. We'll just be a direct upgrade over Peter Traynor. I think his name was Peter. I don't know. He sucked so bad I forgot his name. Okay, we are getting Ryan Ramczyk for 3 depth players. Holt, who I don't even remember, Gabriel, a safety, and then Chad Richardson, unfortunately, is gone, but he's a backup now. We're getting Ryan Ramczyk. I might have technically even overtraded. I just didn't try anything else. I just figured this wouldn't be super close, but it went through. So we get one of the best right tackles in the league for, I guess there'll be 3 starters for them, but they're all backups for us, so we'll take it. Okay, so in the draft, we pick at number 3. There is one player I want, and I am worried they are going to get taken. It is Brandon Dawson. Elite name, of course. Holy shit. Okay, his ratings aren't actually all that good, but I mean, he's a top 5 talent in the class. His traits aren't that good. I feel like he's going to have normal dev, but I'm a little bit fine with that. He might have star, but I just hope he doesn't go. The Colts at number 1 overall take Earl Reiner. Okay, and the Rams, I think I said number 2 for the Colts, I meant number 1. The Rams at number 2, they take Charles Schaefer from Auburn. So that does mean we get to take Brandon Dawson, a top 5 talent QB in the class, which is fairly rare when QB's been a problem for us. Obviously, elite throw power, which I guess is the big thing about him. Out of why are the quarterback colleges so weird? Portland State for a top 5 talent QB, Central Arkansas, I guess they get a little more normal. UL Monroe, but that's a fucking UDFA, so that's fair. Why are the top talent QBs always like tiny schools? I don't know. Either way, Brandon Dawson looks good. Probably gonna have normal dev, but he'll still probably be like a 76, 77 overall maybe. Let's take him. He does have hidden, thankfully. 96 throw power, 80 strength for a QB? Did we get like slow white Cam Newton or something? That's kind of crazy. We'll take it. I mean, he's not even that slow either. 76 speed is fine. But now in the rest of the draft, I have no idea what we're gonna do. We would just pretty much be getting depth here. Ooh, although Jaren Jackson looks pretty good. I mean, he can't really start because we already have enough good corners unless he is really good, but B-man coverage, A press, he's listed as a man corner, so his A to C zone coverage is probably a C, but he also ran a 4.37, 4.32 at his pro day. He looks pretty good. Let's take him. Normal dev. God damn it. Okay. I think we're just gonna simulate this draft out. I mean, there isn't much we can get here. I might take like a lineman if this guy has good strength. It's good enough. He doesn't look that good, but Clyde Barber, that's a 1940s ass name. Left-handed just like me for real. Let's take him. Hidden dev, cool. Don't care, probably not gonna matter. So let's simulate the rest of this out, and hopefully that QB we took is good. Okay, we of course had a pretty good draft actually. At least the 3 picks that I took. After that, the CPU took a 62 overall linebacker, and really nobody else that really will make the team. But Brandon Dawson is our new starting QB. I'm glad to get LaPierre out of here. Annoying name that I can't pronounce. I hated him from the beginning. I'm just racist, I guess, even though he's white, so I don't really know. But yeah, he's just been really bad, and I don't want him. So we're going to be replacing him with Brandon Dawson, which elite first name, obviously. Jaren Jackson, the corner, is pretty good, 76 overall. Obviously no dev trait, but is still a good overall. Isn't going to play, but if we eventually needed a replacement at corner, we could just let whoever we have there go and let Jaren Jackson step in. And then Clyde Barber, the guy I just kind of randomly took, is pretty good too. 73 overall. I don't think he's gonna play, but he's good enough to. So yeah, those 3 picks were good. The CPU picked absolutely nothing. I mean, we have 9 wins in total in this rebuild. I'm pretty sure 5 last year and then 2 in each of the 2 years before. So hopefully we can beat that win total this year, but we'll find out. God, I want to work on a trade here, but we just do not have the money. Maybe it'll free up when we cut some depth players, but yeah, that kind of sucks. Okay, here we are going to be trading Carl Brown, the first round pick we got from trading somebody, I can't remember, and Gabe LaPierre, good riddance, for Garrett Wilson. We're really stacking up on weapons here. We do have a really good top 3 now. We kind of have too many receivers at this point, but I'd rather have too many than not enough, you know what I mean? I feel like I've said that multiple times in this rebuild, but it is what it is. So now the team is looking really good. We're still only an 83 somehow. We need someone at left tackle that isn't Ryan. Well, Ryan Ramczyk would be good there. Maybe not in real life, but here I kind of like that. Richard Bradley, this linebacker that didn't get any playing time last year, apparently has superstar dev. Oh, this was the really athletic dude. That makes sense. But this is a final look at the team heading into the 4th and final year of the rebuild. Either we make the playoffs this year or we don't make the playoffs at all. This is our make or break season. We did a lot better in the last rebuild, it seemed like, at least to me. So we'll have to hope and pray for the playoffs here. But with that, y'all have seen the team plenty of times. Let's get to the mid-season point. No, let's get to the end of year number 4, and let's see how this team can do. It better be good or I will cry. Okay, well, here's a look at the team at the end of year number 4, and y'all know why we're here. If you haven't already, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. It really does help out a ton. Let's see if we can get to 1,500 likes once again. If you like the video, we will easily hit that and probably hit like 15,000 likes, because, I mean, these videos have been getting more views than I've ever gotten before, so I'm very thankful for it. I'm glad y'all enjoy the garbage rebuilds I make. And of course, if you want to be an OG while you still can be one, as of the time I'm recording this, we're at like 9.6, almost 9.7k, very close to 10k. So thank you all so much for that. And let me know what type of rebuild or what team you would want me to do in an extreme rebuild. Just let me know any rebuild thing you would want me to do down below, because some of y'all have some really good ideas and I use a lot of them. But here is how the defense is looking. I can't remember what hidden devs we had. I think it was really just Barber, and then Dawson only had star like I expected. Actually, before I reveal the record, let's check out our season stats. So Brandon Dawson had 4,600 yards, 36 touchdowns, 11 picks as a rookie. Definitely the right pick to go with him over LaPierre. I'm happy with it. Cam Akers with 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. Good year from him. 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns for Garrett Wilson. Almost 1,200 yards for Dallas Goedert even. DJ Moore didn't do much. Gabe Davis didn't do much, but that's fine as long as somebody did well. Okay. Apparently Ryan Ramczyk at left tackle was not a good idea. These two have almost the same build and almost the same number. Interesting. Also, Derek Nash was terrible. Not great from the offensive line. Isaiah Simmons led the team in tackles with 137. Tackles for loss, we had a lot. Langford led the team with 14 in sacks. 18 for Khalil Mack. 13 for Joey Langford, his best year so far by a lot. 7.5 for Dante Bush. 7 for Leonard Williams in picks. 4 for Leighton Vander Esch and DJ Townsend. 3 for Isaiah Simmons. 2 for Pettis, and then 1 for a couple players. But let's just go super quick through the yearly awards. Dak Prescott wins MVP, because of course he does when we're doing the Eagles. Oh, that's great. LaPierre at number 10. That's awesome. I love to see that. Well, he was dog shit here. I don't think he would have ever become good. Garrett Wilson up there for Offensive Player of the Year at number 9. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Khalil Mack. So that was a very good signing. He's really good in this game still. Fell off for sure in real life, but he's still decent, but he is a monster in this game. And Brandon Dawson, unsurprisingly, wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. He was really good. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Deion Chambers of the Commanders, a division rival, of course. No Eagles up there. I don't even know if we had a rookie that could have been up there, but in year number 4, if you couldn't already guess. We do tie our win total from the rebuild, but we finish 9-8. Now, this is how I thought these extreme rebuilds would go. The last one we did the Chiefs. Obviously, that's the Chiefs. They will be good in this game, no matter who's on their team. I might have to do them if, no spoilers, I do a certain rebuild challenge for 10K that I think y'all will really enjoy because I've been asked about 10 billion times to do it. So when I do that for 10K, I think we'll use the Chiefs. But of course, that's the end for this rebuild. At least we did finish with a winning record. We'll take that. We have a good team. We're up to an 84 overall, even though we didn't have the best final year. If you did enjoy, though, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. I know I just plugged, but like, it really helps out and it'll make you an OG and it'll make sure you don't miss any of my rebuilds because I post bangers, you know what I mean? But that's it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and with that, I'll see y'all again in the next video. Goodbye.